In this lesson we're going to be learning an absolute classic that goes a little something like this. So what I'm going to do now is teach you this classic rock riff step by step. To start with, I'm going to show you how to play this riff just using the D string. So just this string, third from the top on its own. And then what we're going to do is go play it as a single note melody along this string, and then we're going to double it up by including the G string as well. So to start with, just play the D on its own open, so without holding anything down. Then hold down the third fret of the D string. Then play the fifth fret on the D string. So put those three notes together and you've got... You'll notice I'm using more than one finger here. This is the ideal way to play it. If you want, you can start by just moving one finger along the string, but you want to aim for using as many fingers as possible, so employing that one finger per fret method. So any note that appears in the third fret, I'm going to basically play using my first finger. And then any note that appears in the fifth fret, I'm going to play using my third finger. And then any note that appears in the sixth fret, I'm going to play with my little finger. But if you're just wanting to learn where the notes are to start with, one finger moving along the fretboard is absolutely fine. So just to recap, I'm going to play the open D string, followed by the third fret on the D string, and then followed by the fifth fret on the D string. So we've got... Then I'm going to play the open D string again, followed by the third fret on the D string. Then I'm going to play the sixth fret on the D string, and then the fifth fret on the D string. So that second riff goes like this. So put the first and second riff together and you've got... Then we play the first riff again, which is open D, then the third fret, then the fifth fret, and then to finish we just play the third fret on the D string, then the open D. Okay, so let's just recap those riffs. So riff 1 was an open D string, followed by the third fret on the D string, and then the fifth fret on the D string. Then our second riff was an open D string, followed by the third fret on the D string, then the sixth fret, then the fifth fret. Then I play riff 1 again, so open, then the third fret, then the fifth fret, then the third fret on the D string, then open. When we put those riffs together, we get something like this. With a bit of practice, you'll get faster at that, so then it will end up sounding like this. Right now, what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to include the G string, which is directly underneath the D string, and I'm going to literally hold down two strings at the same time. So what I'm going to use my first and second finger, and I'm actually going to move these fingers along the fretboard to each fret as we play it. So all I'm doing is I'm playing exactly the same riff, but now on two strings. And then I'm going to strum the D and the G string together. So I start off by just strumming D and G together. Then holding down the third fret on the D and the G with my first and second finger. Then I'm going to move that to the fifth fret, again holding down the D and the G. So that gives us riff 1. Then I'm going to strum the open D and G, hold down the third fret of the D and G, then the sixth of the D and G, and then the fifth of the D and G. So that gives us our riff 2. Then I'm going to play riff 1 again, so I'm just going to strum the open D and G, then hold down the third fret, then go to the fifth fret, and then to finish I'm just going to go to the third fret, and then open D and G again. So practice that a few times around, including the G string as well, and you should get something like this. That concludes the lesson on this classic rock riff. Make sure you practice this a couple of times a day, and then after a short period of time you will get gradually faster at it, and make sure you give it a go to the track. If you'd like more information on this lesson or would like to have a copy of the tablature, then please visit the web address now on your screen.